This week we're studying Chapter 9, Interviewing Successfully. In this chapter, you'll learn about the different types of job interviews and effective strategies for conducting a successful job search. We also focus on how to respond confidently and appropriately to common interview questions, as well as best practices for web-based conference interviews. Finally, we'll review proper etiquette for following up with employers after an interview. All assignments for the week, SmartBook, homework, APAs, PlayPosit, and the quiz open on Saturday of the previous week and are due Sunday of the week ending. You will have 9 days to complete those assignments. You may work on SmartBook as long as needed to earn 100%. Quizzes may be taken only one time and are timed, so be sure you are prepared before you begin. ABAs may be taken 3 times. You will receive the highest score of your attempts. The PlayPosit assignment may be taken as many times as needed to earn 100%. All assignments must be submitted by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. No late work is accepted, so please plan ahead. This week, you'll also submit your cover letter and reference assignments. Your cover letter should be directed to the organization you selected in the job description assignment. Address the letter to a specific person. If the job description did not list a contact, use Mr. Joe Smith as the hiring manager. Your cover letter should match the formatting style of your resume. A template is available in the Skills First website. For your reference list, you will submit 3 references. Although Skills First does not provide a specific template for this assignment, I will show you how to adapt a cover letter template to create a clean and professional reference list. As a reminder, these assignments are also not accepted late, so be sure to submit them before the deadline. So let's take a look. We'll scroll down here and we'll click on Week 8, and we have the instructor guidance, and so you're watching the video, and there is the deep dive podcast, which can be very helpful in understanding the chapter material. We have the PowerPoint, we have the SmartBook, we have the ABA, we have the quiz for Chapter 9, and PlayPosit here. And on the assignment cover letter, I'm going to go ahead and open that, and I'm going to open up the view instructions. And so this is going to give you an idea of what the requirements are. But let's go here to Skills First, and it'll bring mine up. And I'm going to come over here to create a cover letter, and I'll select that. And so I want to edit a sample. And I'm going to come here and I'm going to use the same one I picked for my resume. I think that was this one. So I can click on there and it can let you select the cover letter type you want. And so we can go here and do that, accept offer, broadcast, etc., follow up, job posting. And so go ahead and take a look at those, and then you'll pick the one that you want. So let's go ahead and look at a job posting. And so here's a job posting, early career, etc. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm just going to pick the first one here, so I'm going to preview it. And it's going to come up here, and it's going to give me my fill-in of what information I had here, right? And then it's also going to give me the design of what I want to do. So I'm going to say I'm going to use this sample because it's the same as the one I had, and I'm going to go through here and it pulls me up, gives me my information. And so now I can come in here and I can start making corrections and updates. So basically here, you're going to make sure that you're going to put in the actual name. In this case, if I don't know the person's name, I'm going to use Mr. Joe Smith. And then I can go through and update this or correct this as I need. So for instance, they're going to have some things here to where you're going to tell that you fit what the job description is. and that you'd like to, have an interview, that type of thing. And if I want to make changes, I can come here to edit. And then here I can come through and make the changes here that I want. And so, for instance, this is on the letter body. So these are our samples. So I'm going to go through and make the correct changes there. Then the recipient, then I can put their information in here. And then same thing, my information, it should already be filled out, but I can always go through and I can make any changes I want with that. Once I do it, I can come back to preview and see if that's the letter I like. And so we've got that. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to go to the gallery, and you should see that I have a cover letter in there. And lo and behold, here we go. That's where my letter is. Now, I probably would have renamed it, but you get the idea there. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of this, and I'm going to go back to the other assignment. And so the other one was references. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to go to View Instructions, and I'm going to go to the Skills First website. Okay, now you'll notice that there isn't anything here about doing a reference letter. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to create cover letter. Now I'm not going to do a cover letter, so I'm not going to use the sample. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select Start from Scratch. And you'll see, come down, it's going to ask me the same thing, and I'll go find the one I used for the resume. And it's going to come here, it's going to give me a letter name or a letter description. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in references, and then I'm going to save, and now I'm going to edit. Now we'll come here and it's going to come through and it's going to ask me that. Now, this one doesn't have my phone or address or those things. I'm going to go ahead and fill that in if I want. The recipient information, I'm not going to fill that out because I'm not putting that directly to somebody. This is a separate document. So if I go to the letter body here, and so what I've got here is I've got a subject line. I'm not going to use that, salutation. And so it's going to give me 3 different sections here. And so what I'm going to do is instead of typing in, my skills or that type of thing, I'm just going to put my references in there. And for the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste what I had there. So Jane Smith is one of them. And I'll come over here, and Sarah Thompson is one of them. Here I've got some stuff that I don't want, so I'm going to get rid of it. There, I'll just get rid of it. And I'll put it up to the top here to where it looks right. And then last, in the third section, I'm going to go ahead and put in Michael Daniels. And again, it's giving me this. I'll go ahead and get rid of that and clean it up. Now, whenever I go back and I preview this, it should give me what it looks like, just my proper letterhead. So after I save it, I should be able to come back and see that I've saved my 3 references here, and it's in the style of the letterhead I want. So I've done that. So there I go. My assignment is finished. And I'm going to come back to the galleries here, and if you'll see, there's 2 in the cover letter. And when I open that, there's going to be 1, which is the references I did. And then here was the actual cover letter that we did. And so there you go. Let's go ahead and get back here, get out of that, and go back here. And I think that's all I have for instructor guidance this week. You can contact me using messages or by email, myers-d@mssu.edu.